gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Wake up, Mr. Webb! Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Wake up, Mr. Webb!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of LeighAlity TV. It's 9 p.m. It's Wednesday. It's Strong Island. It's showtime. You already know who it is. It's your boy, Mr. Lee West, right here with my brother Brian. Hey, what up, Brian?
What up? What up?
What are you doing?
I'm drinking out of this. What we are doing today is we're promoting Chinese food as well as drinking. This was at one point a pint, a quart of, I believe, what is it, egg drop soup or
No,
one
man, read the label, man. Read the label. This marinara sauce came out.
Marinara sauce quart.
Because
From Joe's Italian Market.
There you go. I got it for you, you guinea
Joe's
bastard.
Italian. Well, thank you. This
You
is
know,
really. He replaced all the marinara sauce and he filled it with alcohol, which
the
is awesome.
marinara sauce is in a better place now.
Marinara sauce, you know, it's still Italian. It's still good. It still does the job. Joe's Market, place. You do awesome. How are you, Mr. Lee West?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good. We got a great show for the people here tonight. Last time we sat together, we had the Pope of Hollywood in with us.
Yeah, Mr. Hollywood himself.
He brought around the dude Shadow, who was in a bunch of movies along with who was in the movie?
He was in the movie
Reeves.
with Keanu Reeves.
So we were bugging out about that for a
was
little
pretty
bit,
good.
and that was cool. And today we got Kerry Stella from In the Girls Corner with us. Love, just give him a little wave and hey, that's it, guys. Look. She'll be over here with us in a little while. But my brother, it's been like I went through Brian withdrawals. I was saying like I didn't see you on Wednesday, and then I didn't talk to you all weekend, and I started freaking out. And I'm
It's
like,
bad. It's bad. Like people need like Suboxone after
right?
not
It's like Boxing.
Briboxone. They need Briboxone after
After
not
not
seeing-
and I'm like, yo, man, but I couldn't even harass him because he was on a nice little trip with his girlfriend. Where'd you go? What'd you do, man?
I went to Boston.
Yeah, that's what's
I went
up.
to Boston and I drank a lot.
In
It was-
Boston.
Go figure, right?
Isn't that what they do in Boston? Isn't that what
I think
Family
that's
Guy
what they
is?
do. You know that? No, Family Guy's in Rhode
Oh,
Island.
Rhode Island, yeah.
But it was pretty cool, like, because that was one of the first places. Like, I actually learned like a lot more than I thought I would. Like, even though I drank, I just did this one thing. I visited where the Boston Tea Party happened.
That's dope. That's a piece of history right there.
Yeah, and they threw a lot of tea into the water.
But they dressed up like Native Americans depending on somebody else.
Yeah, how did you know this? You're just that smart?
I like a little history. I like to know where we came from and stuff.
Yeah, they like threw shit on their face and stuff. So like when we like did like the tour, they gave us feathers to make it was
but like
corny or whatever.
I could see them like doing that, but then like it wouldn't be like or however like Native Americans talk or whatever, and like be like, hey Bob, throw this one in the water. Like I don't know, like
No, it was like-
did anybody hear them do it?
No, it was like the way they did it. Like these things were like 300 pounds, like 150 to 300 pounds. They actually had a pulley system and stuff, and all they wanted to do was throw over the tea. So the captain of the boat actually told his crew members to help, like throw the tea over, because there was other stuff that he didn't want them to throw over that was more valuable than the tea.
Right.
But all they cared about was throwing the tea over.
Well, tea's making a point. Yeah.
And the captain ordered his people to help. Like, it was kind of funny. But the coolest part was that one of the boxes is there for display. One of the original boxes.
Still in existence.
Yeah, and it was like
They don't make
spinning
shit like
around.
they used to, man. It's still like.
Yeah. It was
How long
super-
ago was that? 1776 or something?
1776 when we started. It was 1774 or something like two. It was right before. Like the Boston Tea Party was a major thing that led to the American Revolution.
Right. I remember that.
So whatever, we're getting boring now. But I apologize. But now you're
Textbooks.
insightful.
Textbooks.
No, I got
Hey,
drunk
we're
and
back.
learned.
All
I
right.
got drunk and learned shit.
Oh man. So Friday night, I was out with our friend Stephen Roof, the Red Light Robin Hood. We were in Patchogue gathering signatures for the petitions, and I mean we just had a great time just bullshitting with the people and shaking all the hands and you know, this guy has a lot of love behind him, and it's cool. I think he's gonna do all right.
He's gonna do all right.
I
What
think
do you
he's gonna do all right. I think we're gonna get him on that ballot. I don't know if he's gonna win, because of like all the negative shit that people talk about him. But we can only hope.
Yeah. For those tuning in now, Stephen Root, the Red Light Robin Hood, he's running for New York State Senate for the 3rd district, right? Second district. So yeah, you vote for him if you live up north in those areas.
Yeah, it's between 110 and 112 north of the LIE. You'll be able to vote for him in November. And let's get him in there so we can get rid of the corruption and the red light cameras and the whole. Look into that. Check him out on YouTube. He's got a lot of stuff to talk about.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, way cool guy too. And I believe his mission. I stand behind his mission. So.
He supports LeighAlity like.
Yeah, he supports LeighAlity. That's what's up.
Like nobody's business.
Yeah, like nobody's business. He referred to me as a celebrity. He was like, "This is my celebrity friendly West." I was like, "Yeah, how you doing?" I just stand up and pause, but nice to meet you.
Yeah.
No, it was cool though. We had a good time. And then Sunday, I hosted a barbecue booze and brews fest for the Ice Arts Council.
Yeah, but what was the number one thing that the thing was supposed to themed? It was supposed to be themed to what? What?
Pokemon.
Pokemon? Wait, so you did what? What did you do? You hosted a what?
I hosted a band and barbecue stuff. I introduced horses for the first time.
Horses, and this is all themed with
Pokemon.
Oh, really? Really, mister? I don't want anything to do with this.
Yeah,
Mister, if you mention Pokemon one more time, I go away from you for an entire 2 weeks. Yeah. And what do? You host a Pokemon event. An entire event surrounded around Pokemon.
I missed my band.
Did you catch any Pokemon? Were there people sitting there catching Pokemon?
It was it drew in a lot of the young kids, you know, the bicycle riding kids, you know, so
the bike riding kids.
They were out Pokemon and in the yard and stuff, and it was cool. It was in the fairground, and it was really cool.
You can never yell at me at all ever again about Pokemon.
I sent him the flyer. I'm like, does this make me a sellout, bro?
Definitely, 100%.
He's like, it kind of does.
It's not even. If you're a new listener to the show, this guy over here, Mr. Lee West, since this Pokemon Go came out, and I always call it Pokemon because he calls it Pokemon, which makes it funnier than Pokemon. So when this Pokemon Go came out about a month and a half ago, he's like, fuck you and everything about this game. I'm not even doing this bullshit. Tell me you're doing this bullshit. Oh my god. It held his face with his hands. I can't believe you're doing this. Can't believe any of this bullshit. You go out and you host an event for those people.
Those people. I hosted an event for the Ice Arts Council in the Sabre Chamber of Commerce. It happened to be a Pokemon thing.
All right, continue.
All right. But that was it. That was my first time ever introducing horses.
And Pokemon.
And I didn't say nothing about the Pokemons.
You were up there and you didn't say anything about Pokemon. Yeah. And it was a Pokemon event.
I told people about Pokemons while I was out. Like,
so you're a horrible host if the entire flyer had Pokemon all over the flyer. Do you have a picture of the flyer?
No,
Is there a picture of the flyer?
I don't have it ready.
Jesus.
I would have put it up last week because it was last minute. Thing. But yeah, so that's what happened. I hosted a Pokemon thing and I feel like a bum about it, but I made a lot of good connections. So that's me being a sellout. At least I own it. Welcome to politics, Mr. Lee West. Alright.
At least that's like the dirt that, you know, like there's other politicians.
So the politicians, man, like now that our friend Stephen Ruth is in the political eye, I have been keeping a little bit more track.
Oh, have you?
On what's going on.
Okay. Would you like to enlighten?
Yeah. You know, Giuliani said it stuck his boot in his mouth with no ketchup on it the other day. Did you hear about what Giuliani said?
No, I didn't.
Alright, so the whole time, you know, before Obama and everything, I'm like, Giuliani needs to be the president. He was my man. Like, he's the guy. You know, like, this is the guy who should run for president. Look how good he handled 9/11, everything like that. And I'm so for this guy. And I mean, fuck fact checking. I mean, this is common knowledge where he puts his foot right in his face. I mean, show that little clippage.
Rudy Giuliani giving a speech introducing Donald Trump, getting a crowd pumped up at a gathering for Trump, I should say. And he's going to say something a little bit curious here. Remember, this is the guy who was mayor of New York City during 9/11 and then based his entire political career thereafter on the issue of 9/11. Now, listen to what he had to say.
Under those 8 years, before Obama came along, we didn't have any successful radical Islamic terrorist attack in the United States. They all started when Clinton and Obama got into office.
Nah, I'm pretty sure we had a very large attack before Obama and Hillary Clinton got into office.
So, I mean, that kind of fucked him up a little bit.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
There's been no attacks. The biggest one ever.
Ever.
Was during
besides Hiroshima.
It was during when George Bush was sitting in that classroom.
Yeah.
Republican.
Reading a book.
But I'm trying to vote Republican, so I don't
I'm just saying. I mean,
yeah.
I thought this guy was supposed to be our president, and it's just like...
Everybody's just
Did he
full of
forget
shit.
who was his president when he was doing that? You know what I mean? He was running that whole show. I mean, Bush ran the whole show. But I mean, like, you know, he was the one on the rescue side of it.
I mean, Bush was only in a few months when it happened.
I know.
I think if you really look back at it, I think it was Clinton. Kind of like made. And now there's going to be another Clinton in office. So you look at that bullshit, right?
I don't know. I think it's like Bush Sr. started shit, and then when Bush Jr. got involved, there's like, I'm going to go get your son's country now. Fuck you.
Yeah, kind of, I guess. So.
But anyway, enough of that political crapness. Is what we do right here on the show. We work out some new stuff, try out some old stuff, work on some stuff. That's what we call Comedy Corner. So, Brian, why don't you go give a joke or two. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brian Tay.
Going up? Am I introducing you?
Maybe I'll have something to say by then. Yeah, I guess so. Do like 5.
What up, America?
Turn the mic on.
No, it's me. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I said my entire bit. I said my
Didn't
entire
even
bit.
hear
And
it.
the mic wasn't even on. Jesus Christ, Mr. LA. So I was before I came here, sitting down on the couch. I took a piss in the urinal. And you know what? It was the most freeing experience of a piss you could take, as opposed to peeing in a toilet, where you have to pee in like a little body of water.
Yes.
A little body of water, and instead, if you just stand up, it's the closest thing to peeing outdoors.
Right.
It really is.
Which is tops.
Which is why I think every urinal, especially the one at Strung Island Studios, should be surrounded with, bushes and wilderness and wildlife. It'll make it seem so much natural and more freeing. I got Lee laughing, so I guess it might be a keeper. It might be a keeper.
I like to pee outside.
I like to be outside. So I thought about this the other day. My friend just had a baby, and and Joey Jr. his name is. It was a really cute kid. I saw him yesterday. He was 4 days old. But it led me to think about babies, and sometimes babies only have one parent, and whatever. And every time a parent always tries to make it seem better, like, oh yeah, mommy, why don't you like daddy or whatever. And I like daddy. You know why I like daddy? 'Cause he gave me you. Because he gave me you. You ever hear that? No, I can think of 600 other men who would give you that. Kind of think of it. I don't know one man who wouldn't give you that. That's something every man could offer you. Oh, I know. I thought about that today while I was shitting earlier. Doing another thing that wasn't really in the wilderness. This is called Comedy Corner. Just to let you know, this is where we work on new material.
Work it.
We're working on things that just that develop over our head over the past week or so. Girls farting is girls farting. Girls humor lately has become something. They try to. You see Bridesmaids.
It's an all-girl, comedy cast. They have Ghostbusters, all-women comedy cast. They're trying to make women humor very, topical, out there and everything. And now I saw a YouTube video where a girl farted and they stopped and it was supposed to be hysterical. I'm like, no, there is a clear double standard in this situation. Women should not fart. This is not something that should be turned funny.
You're absolutely right. Girls don't fart.
Regardless of how funny you girls are getting, farting is just off the... No. No. Souvenirs. I went to Boston and Nina, my girlfriend's like, oh, let's get your parents a souvenir. I don't understand souvenirs. Souvenirs are like you give shit to people like, oh, look, this is someplace you haven't been and probably will never go. Like, here, you could take this thing. Like Nina got me a shirt a couple years ago, Ocean City, Maryland. Granted, I've been there when I was young. But I wasn't there enough, when I was old enough to physically enjoy it.
Right.
But she got me an Ocean City, Maryland shirt. Now here I am walking around with it because she got it for me. I can't not wear it because I'm, I'm a good boyfriend. So now here I am walking around in public and people always point at me, oh yeah, Ocean City, awesome place. I'm like, I wouldn't know.
I don't know. I've been there once.
I could think it's awesome, but I don't know. I've never been, you're wearing the shirt trying to represent the town. Like, who fucking buys a souvenir shirt? This is fucking stupid.
It's funny though.
It is, it's,
The ones in Vegas say, somebody I love bought me this shirt in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yeah, that should be, that's a good one. That's a good one. So I saw, Michael Phelps won all those awards now. Everybody sees. Now, Michael Phelps is huge. He's like the biggest Olympic athlete ever. Which leads me to believe that in a few years from now, he might become Caitlin Phelps. It's going to happen. Like the biggest thing, Bruce Jenner was on cereal boxes. He was all over the place. Bruce Jenner was like the shit back in the day. Now we have Michael Phelps. He just goes out there just like, 4 awards. Just got him right now. He's a fucking shit. He's going to be a woman in like fucking 10 years. 10 years. That's what I say.
All right, one more.
One more. I'll do one more. I'm gaining so much weight. And like this goes into my fat bit, but I'll start off to go into it. But I've been gaining so much weight and everything. And you ever try to motivate yourself? Do you ever try to lose weight? You ever do this? You ever take these before pictures? You take these pictures, you're like, you know what? I'm going to show all these people I'm going to lose this weight. Now, have you ever went back a few months, took a look at a before picture? Like, holy shit, I looked good. So now, I'm gaining so much weight and I just eat. I love eating. And like, to me, eating is like a social thing. Like, it's just, that's what you do. You hang out with friends. What do? You eat and you drink, right? That's you just put shit into your body. So, like, for me, it's at the point now where, like, I don't know what to do with myself between meals. Like, I'm bored. I'm literally bored. Like, okay, it's like 2 o'clock. It's in between lunch, dinner. I don't know what to fucking do. Like, I'm not hungry, so I'm just going to wait till I'm hungry. I don't know. I need to work on that. But the Comedy Corner. But now we're going to bring up the real comedian.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee West.
Thank you, Brian. Look, he took the mic down from me. Brian, can tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. All right, I'm going to keep it real quick because we're going to bring over Kerry Stella soon. All right, so I was chilling the other day, right? I was cooling it. I was just trying to be all like nonchalant. I was like getting a little paranoid, and I'm like, let me just be like nonchalant and just stroll right through here, no big deal, right? And it occurred to me what it would be like if I was to be chalant. Walk up in the spot like, whoa! Being chalant. I don't know. Maybe that's a little overzealous. Just turn it back down to zealous a little bit. Just bring that. I've been. A lot of you guys know. I've been arrested a few times. Whatever. What? It happened. And the charges were what the charges were, but the end result was always disorderly conduct. disorderly. What is disorderly conduct? Standing on the sidewalk like. It's orderly conduct. Orderly conduct. I don't know.
Yeah, so you got something.
If you got any more, what is it called again? Compound words. Send them on over. I'll try to fuck with them. All right, I'm Lee West. We got a pick of the week, right? Yeah. All right. So we'll do pick of the week. Sean Powers made a video. Disorderly conduct. I forget what it's called, but check it out. It's really awesome. It's LeighAlity TV pick of the week. When we come back, we'll have Kerry Stella with us. Woo!
Fuck is you laughing at, bitch? I hated my job, so I quit. Wanted to rap, so I did. I do what I want, I do what you want. Told her to lean back and watch what I do to your throat. After playing my tape, she said I behave like I'm 7 years old. I ain't playing no games, it's what's in my brain and I do what I'm told. Told that bitch no, you ain't got no permission to scold. In no position to judge, twist it off with that liquor and blow. But isn't it fun? It isn't as much when getting the buzz costs you over $70 and doesn't last till you get in the club. That's why this time we're chillin', I'm done. Tryna just kick it and take turns making each other come. You down with that? Then I'm down with you. Go down on you, go down on me with a terrorist view. Sexual's exceptional, medicine for the genitals. Said she been with like 7 dudes, that means 11 is the minimal. I'm triple digits, so that shit's cool. Taking a dip inside the pool, vagina swimming in my living room. Guaranteed for a better mood. Presidential, yes, come through. Taking a dip inside the pool, vagina swimming in my living room. Guaranteed for a better mood. Presidential, yes, come through. I'll be there quick. Gotta have something exciting, provocative. You know what I'm saying? I hope you made your discount, 'cause next time around you won't get a discount. Your shorty got a tips out. How you get it in when you getting kicked out? I hope you made your discount, 'cause next time around you won't get a discount. Your shorty got a tips out. How you get it in when you getting kicked out? The foolery and fuckery. The foolery and fuckery. The foolery and fuckery. Keep it all, none for me. Who you think you're talking to? You talking to me, homie, not you. Who you think you're talking to? You're talking to me, homie, not you. I hope you made your discount. Next time around you won't get a discount. Your shorty got a tips out. How you get it in when you getting kicked out? It's that chest material. You know what I mean? You might need 17 extra pairs. Discount. You never know when they're gonna need. I hope you made your discount. Discount.
Sean Powers, ladies and gentlemen, off the Chest Studios. That's Discount. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just like a vibe, little boom, 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 boom. What up, love?
Hi.
What are you doing? Thanks for coming through.
What's going on?
Nice to see you.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing well.
For the few people at home that may not know exactly who you are, take a look at the camera and tell people who you are, where you're from, what do you do?
I'm Kerry Stella, host of In the Girls Corner. I'm, well, it's where MMA meets beauty and a little of everything else. And I cover a lot of MMA events, both local and out of state. Amateur, and I've been getting into a couple pro events. Gonna probably do Brooklyn boxing at the Barclays.
Awesome.
when MMA became legal in New York, there's all these provisions that they have going on, and it goes beyond the insurance policies that I thought it was. It's like so much that goes into it that they're really have to iron out a lot of details before they can really go forward with any amateur stuff. So right now it's going to be the pro show, but luckily
Okay.
I have my feet in some stuff over in New Jersey and
That's
Pennsylvania, and I got some friends down in South Carolina
Awesome.
that I might link up with. And
It's only a drive, man. You get in the
yeah,
car and
it ain't
start
far.
early.
It
And
ain't
you
far.
get there.
And I got a lot of new things coming up, so it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Have you met like Joe Rogan and stuff?
No, I can't wait though. I have a plan. I have plans.
She has a plan to stalk him out.
I do.
Find his next event and
Deep
harass
Stalk
him.
9. I feel like, whenever
Stalk
Deep Stalk 9. Whenever I say something, it tends to happen in a good way usually.
Okay.
And so I know that whenever he's in New York, he tends to be at Amsterdam Pool Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, over by Webster Hall. It's like right across the street.
Dope.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna make my way over there.
Gonna chill over there
a couple
a little
nights.
bit, see what happens.
Over in November when they have UFC New York. It's target my right time.
Wow.
And
Awesome.
hopefully, maybe get to run into him.
That's
Very
pretty
Something
cool.
like that. Yeah.
She's got a mission.
Yeah, I'm a woman on a mission.
Awesome. How long you been in the MMA game now?
My gosh, I've been watching fights for, I can't even tell you, forever. I remember watching Ronda Rousey beat up Misha Tate in Strikeforce years and years and years ago, break her arm. I remember seeing Cyborg dethrone Gina Carano, watching the first UFCs, Royce Gracie,
Awesome.
Tank Abbott, Ken Shamrock. You had massive amounts of people. It's really like turned into just an insane sport. I am gonna say it's the most exciting sport. There
makes
really
sense.
isn't anything like
I
it.
don't know. There's bowling is pretty.
Bowling is the shit. I
Have
really
you-
like pool, to be honest with you.
Have
I
you
know
ever
that
even
sounds
watched-
crazy, but billiards is awesome.
Shout out
Ever
Phil
even
Bates,
watched
my brother
golf?
David.
Yeah, golf sucks.
Golf is fucking awesome.
Golf is the most
Like watching the
exhilarating
page dry.
sport.
It's really fun. It's really fun to watch.
It's a great time. It's so much
Passing
fun.
out thinking about it.
It's so much
I could
fun.
agree with you. That's a pretty fun sport.
Yeah, because if you're not even into it, it's still exhilarating when you watch one.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Most people that aren't into it, as soon as they watch it, either live or a really great fight on TV in a bar, whatever, they're usually like the next time they're like, "Oh, where are you going to watch a fight?" I'm like,
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
at the new fan,"
Yeah.
and they start like calling out fighters and shit. They're like, "Oh, this guy's gonna," I'm like, "No, you don't even know." Like I literally my predictions are so on point. I've called the demise of every champion this year. I called
You
it
called the
all
demise of
in
Ronda?
November. In November, I called it before she fought Holly Holm. Like I think it was in October. I said that she was going to lose if she fought Holly Holmes' fight, which she did. She didn't really fight how she normally, how she was breaking arms and Misha Tate's arm, and how she was, taking girls' arms home with them. So, you know what I mean? She was a beast, and then she went in there, and because she had people talking her up, telling her she was the best, striker in the world, and she had some decent striking, but she's not the best. And Holly Holm is, arguably one of the best female boxers, if not kickboxers, and her striking is just ridiculously on point. But then you get case in point where Misha Tate beat her, with the rear naked choke because jiu-jitsu.
Naked.
Naked.
So what do you think about Ronda Rousey?
She's gonna come back.
Do you think she's gonna beat Holly Holmes?
If she has her head back in, and it's like, it really honestly depends, because Dana White keeps on saying that she's gonna get an immediate title fight, no matter who's the champion, because of what she did for the sport and for women's MMA, that she'll get an immediate title fight. Doesn't matter if it's Holly Holm or not. Then, whether she wins or not, and, just seeing what, the bantamweight division has been doing, hot potato with the belt, everybody's passing it around like it's a fucking, burning a hot piece of coal. They're all like, "Hey, get it out of my hands, I don't want it, I don't want it." All these bitches are losing left and right. It's like one's getting beat, it's crazy. So, I can't wait to see her come back. And, Cyborg's fighting again, and hopefully they'll open up a 145-pound division, because even with the weight, the weight cutting things that they, all that stuff that they just did, the girls, people are having major problems cutting weight. And these are obviously women that are walking around at like 165, 170 who could be fighting at 145 and a half. And they all have. They've all, other division, other fight leagues didn't have 135. So it's pretty wild.
You also was fighting for a little bit.
No, I've been years. I mean, I trained for a very, very, very long time.
Right.
I trained in kickboxing, and I did a bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and
Nice.
little Kempo back in the day. And I played around with a lot of my friends. I did a little boxing, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But when I really, really got serious about it after I got sober, and really, really wanted to train, I had a series of injuries that just sidelined the shit out of me. I cut my hand on glass, and my fist was like crooked for a while. So like if I threw a punch, it wasn't going to be accurate, and I would break my hand.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't hurt the other person.
Right.
I would suffer from it. So I'm like, okay, well that's not going to happen. And then I tore my arms out, like other sockets in a fall, and you're never going to be the same. Like beyond the fact that I can't lift my arms past the air, I would never be able to fight and go, oh, I can completely do this, because like I would hesitate. There would be a hesitation in a punch, in anything, in a throw. You throw the wrong way, my arm might, who knows? I don't know how it's going to react. I do my own little training at home. I would love to get back into a gym one day. So, I mean, I've had every gym I've walked into, and I've walked into so many great gyms recently, and every single one I've walked into, they're like, so when are you going to come train? Like, and since I've been doing this professionally, I guess you could say, I've had a lot of messages and stuff, are you a fighter? What weight class are you in? I had some girl tell me that they would, they were looking at me because they thought I would come down to Florida to fight, which would have been great had I been able to fight. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I would have loved it. It would have been 105, 115, easy.
See, I checked out your Instagram and Facebook, and I assumed you were a fighter.
No,
based on the
I
pictures.
look like it. I mean,
Yeah.
I should be. I have the structure of it,
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you.
We got some
It
of
just
those
shows
pictures,
that working out and doing that
we
really
just gotta
does
wait.
give you.
Like we got some of those pictures.
We
gotta wait.
It just shows you that's a great workout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beyond self-defense and so many other things that come along with it.
So In the Girls Corner is what now?
Well, I have a podcast.
Okay.
And I blog on Facebook and Twitter and all that shit, and Instagram, which is just pictures without. I mean, you put the stupid thing underneath it, but it's not. It's not the same thing as blogging. But anyway, so yeah, I do a little bit of that, and when I go to events, I take pictures, and I'll take videos of the fights. I'll live stream the fights if they're not doing a pay-per-view or a pay-per-view online. So get the name of the fight league out there, and it's a nice thing to have the Facebook Live, because it can really get it to the mass. I had so many people that were like in crazy countries in India. This guy was messaging me. He's like, "Oh, I'm really glad that you got the show." I'm like, thanks, man. Like that's
Wow. That's funny.
Shout out to Rotterdam MMA. They just liked one of my pictures that before I came here.
Rotterdam.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. The Netherlands, and there's a lot of great fighters.
Netherlands.
Alistair Overeem is out of Rotterdam, and he's a big motherfucker. So they got a lot of really great fighters out of there, which is pretty cool. And
Awesome.
they just had one of their first cards there, I think, not too long ago. So the name was stuck in my head. And when I saw it, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
That's really cool. When I looked into it, I was like, ah, that's great. So I was, that was all bragging rights.
Yeah, pat on the back.
Yeah, I got
That's
some
so-
bragging rights.
I like it.
Yeah, I got a good following. It's
Awesome.
pretty cool. Yeah, and you know what? My other thing is like empowering young people. That's a big part of it. People in general. Because, there's a lot of hate. We were talking about what's going on in the world.
out there, man.
Political bullshit going on. You got people, burning down fucking businesses, and it's just people are just out of control.
Out of control.
Angry. You know what I mean? It's terrible. You should get the guy from the Free Hugs Project. He's fucking great. He's
I love
going
Free
around
Hugs.
just hugging out hate, man. Hugging people, and it's a beautiful thing, because it's you got just terrible people. Like I got to take my Hillary Clinton off. Like, what am I doing? I was at my grandmother's house the other day, and she made a comment about it. She's like, how is she gonna run our country? She doesn't even dress like a woman. She wears blazers all the time. And I'm like, All right. And I mean, comparatively, if you look, Michelle Obama is a snazzy dresser, and
All first ladies are supposed to be snazzy.
What's Trump's wife's name?
Yeah.
I can't pronounce that shit.
Yeah, me neither.
She's
Ivanka?
no, that was his ex.
wife.
The wife. Or is that his daughter?
Melania?
Melania.
I saw
Yeah,
her the first time.
she dresses amazingly, and his daughter, doesn't she have her
daughter's
own clothing line? So I mean, it was really funny that my grandmother would say that. She can't even dress.
She didn't even know how to dress
I'm like,
well.
her hair is awful. But they were all terrible. And then, I mean, I'm going to plug it right now. You got 3 other people running. Look him up. There's the guy he just
Gary
put.
Johnson?
No, Gary Johnson is great.
Yeah.
He's debating with him and Jill Stein, but there's another guy that just threw his name in the hat, and I can't remember his name. Ian McKellen, he was on,
Shout out to
I
LA
believe
with
Fox,
the
he might have been on
pickups,
Fox News or one of those, and they did a quick interview on him, and he said that absolutely not one person running for president is qualified by any stretch to handle a terrorist situation. Now, he's an ex-CIA agent, they said, or he worked for the CIA. He's been tours in Iraq, Afghanistan, everywhere, so he,
Ian McKellen?
It might be a really great option to a tyrant, as people are calling him, and a fucking murderous bitch, as I'm calling her. And then you have Gary Johnson, who I think is great, apart from the whole fracking thing, but that would have to go through Congress and Senate and everything else. So, to get that passed, it's like.
So what is Ian running on? What party?
Independent, and Gary Johnson is Libertarian.
And
Okay.
Jill Stein is the Green Party. Yeah. And she's
The Green Party? That
yeah,
they made a new one?
She's very much for the people. She's very much, she wants to put power back to the people. And
Well, that's what
Wasn't she
libertarians are.
originally,
legalize hemp and everything.
She was never Republican, was she?
Green.
I think a lot of them were, which is really funny, and I'm pretty sure Trump at one point was a Democrat. I mean, he did endorse Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
He did. When she was running against Obama, he endorsed her. So that says a lot.
Yeah, that is.
You know what I mean? They all flip flop. I mean, if you think about it, the guy's a fucking actor. He was on TV for 10 years.
Exactly.
He was on TV. If he didn't implant himself and say some stupid shit on purpose, that was hey, any press is good press.
Yep.
He ran his whole campaign on social media. Has that fucking ever happened? Where a president ran almost their whole campaign on social media
He's
based
smart man.
alone just because his name was constantly in the news every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It is wild. It's crazy.
And he funded his own campaign. I mean, that's huge
That's
too.
the way to go.
Well, you know what? That just shows he's
That's for the
He's-
people right there.
exactly.
you
He's
know,
he's a little bit of a wild card, and he's a little bit brash, but he's not stupid.
Right.
He's not a stupid man. People are, we went
Right.
bankrupt 4 times, and he rebuilt his empire 4 times. That's a business decision. It's not because you're pulling a scumbag move and because you're poor. I mean, there's
People that don't
decisions
understand business.
I
and
don't
get
even
bankrupt
understand
and they're
business,
like,
but I know a little bit, and I know enough to not be ignorant and say, well, he blah 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 blah. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
This casino sucks.
It's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
He doesn't even
exactly.
own it,
It's
like-
crazy, and then
Right.
you have people that get. What were you gonna say?
He doesn't even own Trump Casino.
No,
No.
he
He
doesn't.
sold it. Like,
It's crazy.
this is Donald J. Trump Casino.
It's the craziest thing, and just people are just so angry about it, and everybody just thinks they know everything, and they think she's the answer. She's not for the furthest thing from the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
If
the
she
way-
turned her back on 4 fucking Americans
All
in
right.
Benghazi, she's gonna do it on everybody.
Fuck all of them.
Yeah.
Fuck all of them. Well, what about you? What about Stella? What about
me?
what's the head and goal? Where are you heading with this?
Well, like every
Um,
other, person that, in the MMA world, you want to end up with a big show. You want to end up at UFC, Bellator, Invicta. I'll go really wherever. I'm in talks with some pretty big promotions right now. I
Yeah.
have some things waiting in the wings that are,
Anything you could tell?
no.
No.
No. Well, I mean, actually, one, I will, he's awesome. Jay Colon from Fight Club Champion is doing big things. He had a big fight in Bolivia. And they're out of New Jersey, and they're making moves. And also ECF, Christian the Furious, he's making some serious moves with
Awesome.
his events are just going off the chain. I know he just changed his venue from where it was at the Melrose Ballroom in Queens. Now it's going to be in Manhattan.
Sweet.
So anything in the city, Brooklyn. I mean, you're getting bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
It's
getting
growing.
you're getting there.
Yeah.
So and Bellator has a lot of fights at what's that place? Foxwoods, Mohegan, one of those two casinos. So they host some pretty big events. It's not out of character for a casino to do that. So which that to me says that maybe you'll see some stuff. Isn't there a casino out in Queens?
There is
Or
now.
whatever.
Yeah.
Who knows? They could, if it's a big enough venue, they could host something there. I would love to see something at Paramount.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
They've
Yeah.
had boxing there,
Yeah.
so why not
Yeah.
put an MMA fight? It would. I think it would be great, or even wrestling, because wrestling is a big, you know,
Yeah,
there's a
wrestling,
big.
yeah.
I'm just finding out there's a huge industry.
Did they make a new Nassau Coliseum yet?
I don't know what the hell's going on
I'm
with that
not
place.
sure what they're doing.
I couldn't tell you. Is that where the aviation thing is over there?
Nassau Coliseum?
Is there an aviation thing over there? Because I know there's some. The tattoo convention is going to be at some aviation museum, not in Farmingdale. Maybe, I don't know.
No, yeah, there's an aviation museum in Farmingdale.
It's going to be somewhere.
Yeah, in Farmingdale.
There's a tattoo convention.
It's the same
coming
place they have the chocolate
in
convention.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You're gonna be there?
I don't know. I might. I might just go and show my face. I used to go to a lot of tattoo conventions, so for me to walk in there, I'll know a lot of faces. Let's put that out there.
So I see you have a tiger.
I do.
Like, is it Itoni?
No. It's a Japanese
Yeah,
tiger.
great.
My girl Asia Marlowe hooked me up. She's great.
That's what I said.
Lord Ganesha. I have a lot of tattoos.
You have an
Huge.
elephant?
Yeah, Lord Ganesha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do Elephant God for success.
What's on? Did you have like a?
That's the hand of God.
Okay, cool.
Hamsa.
What about this side? You have a woman?
It's a geisha girl, zombie style. Because you know what? If you get tan in the summertime, a geisha girl just turns into a tan white bitch with makeup on. Because they're traditionally supposed to be like white faced with a lot of heavy eye makeup and cheeks and lips.
That's
so
hilarious.
if you get tan, it's not the same thing. So I'm like, well, zombie is just a whole different take on it,
Absolutely.
Walking Dead. So
Yeah.
plastered that on my arm, and I got a really cool koi fish that actually has a face. I
Wow.
wanted it to have like a face not so angry and manly. I'm like, give her lips, make her like me. Got my back done. I got a lot of tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tons.
Did you see that clearly? I don't know if you want.
I didn't see the whole thing.
It's a Serenity
I didn't see
prayer.
the whole
It's just a
thing,
bit. It's a whole lot of stuff.
That's pretty cool though.
You can see them on Instagram on my pictures. They're all over.
Oh, we do got a couple of pictures from the photo shoot. What was that photo shoot all about? I didn't.
Okay. Well, I'm not plugging where it was.
All right.
We had a little discrepancy on
You could just like scroll through them, I guess.
on what when you walk into a place and they don't tell you, like they tell you could do what you want, but then like when you put certain things up, they were like, you shouldn't put those pictures up, and I'm like, fuck you, I put whatever I want up. You didn't tell me what not to. You just to do whatever I want, and you even okayed them after I left. So 2 weeks later, you can't tell me to take them down. And nobody really tells me what to do, especially if you're not signing a contract. You're not gonna tell me.
You can't. Yeah, you're not paying my bills. You got nothing to say.
You pay me. If you didn't sign a contract and it's not going to my hand, then sorry, but there's not much you can really say or do about it. But I said, listen, I'm not. I'll appease you in one way or another, and so I'm happy and you're happy. And I did,
Right.
and then I blocked and deleted them on everything. So,
All right.
now you don't even get any kind of.
You got what you
publicity
needed out of
from-
the deal.
I did, and they're great. They really came out fantastic. My sister, Ashley Jean, she's Ashley Catalano on Facebook. She actually took them.
Okay.
She does a lot of my photography. She
Awesome.
Obviously, we have very comfortable together, so she can, really get some great shots. And she also made my logo, so that was really nice.
Dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a
Keep
dope
it in the
logo.
family. Keep it in the family.
You got it. My sister does all our artwork.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to convince her to be like a cutman or something like that, because that's like a whole organization, and you have to become a member, but you have to have medical background. I'm pretty sure. I know you do. I just don't know exactly to what extent she does. So it would be pretty cool to have there's little to no female cutmen out there.
Yeah,
Just in the
absolutely.
girls' corner, I kind of figured.
In the
keep
girls'
with
corner.
The girls. In the girls' corner.
Yeah. So is there any other podcasts like yours in the Girls Corner?
I don't know.
So
I know there are other
MMA?
there are MMA podcasts. There's tons.
But like all women podcasts? That's pretty cool.
I don't know, and I mean it's just right now it's a one woman show. I definitely will be having guests. I would love to. I don't have a studio. I do it out of my house. I have my camera set up and everything, and I could always just bring it with me, which is what I do when I do interviews and stuff.
Right.
At gyms, and when I go to fights, I bring everything with me, which is it's easy. It's a little box full of shit, but it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't really know if there's a lot of girls that do it in the way that I do it.
You can say you're the only one in the country.
I might be. I'm definitely, the only one that I know of in New York that's pushing a whole different angle. Most people are very catty and very quick to judge and quick to, say something about, Ronda Rousey. Just, they've been putting pictures out of her left and right. She's, just did Buffalo Jean Company. She did their ad campaign, and she looks fantastic. And there's the critics that are, she looks terrible, blah, 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 blah. It's like, you know what? But why do you have to be that way?
Everybody's gonna have something to say about something.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? She looks great. I'd love to see you get up there and do it. I'd love to see you be on there. And people that talk shit on, you'll see people comment and shit, and it's like, dude, keyboard tough guy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do in real life? Nothing. You know what I mean? What are you doing? You're sitting behind your computer talking shit about another person. That's really accomplishing something. So my whole thing is more, I'll say some funny things, and I don't like to be mean-spirited. I want to empower people in general, men and women, because men get shitted on and so do chicks.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I hear my guy friends constantly crying to me about not crying, but about their female situation. Yeah, it's terrible. Girls are really fucked up.
Yeah,
girls are not very nice, and you got men that aren't either. It's like people are just so jaded.
Yeah.
I saw my friend yesterday, and like I said, I had a brand new baby boy, and like I was holding the boy, and I got shit on. Like it was crazy.
Shitted on by me.
There was a diaper and clothes, but like here I am holding him for.
Did you get poo on
you? It's like I'm just like holding it like after
it was just vibrating.
Like it vibrated in my. It was like a phone. It was like,
it's ringing.
I didn't know.
I think it's for you.
It's yours. It's yours. It's for you. Don't worry. It went straight to voicemail.
Take the baby back.
See, I get shit on too, so I understand.
It happens.
Did the poo come out of the clothes?
Poo didn't come out of the
clothes.
clothes.
I've heard about those stories. I've heard about them. I'm like, thank God I don't have
No, I never have it. Thank God.
No, he just does it sometimes on the regular. It's not.
No, I've been confident enough lately to where I don't have to wear underwear anymore.
Fair enough.
I'm not really.
Has to do with level of confidence.
Well, and the confidence in my belly, and whether to trust a fart or not.
He just told me today on the way here. This is how you know we're getting older.
Oh crap! What I tell him?
He's just like, you know what? I've been drinking water. I'm trying to get myself healthier. I used to drink all this soda. I used to get heartburn. Now I'm drinking all this water. I gotta pee all the time. But at least it's coming. At least it's coming at the front, not the back.
That's very true.
Like so. It's you might leak, but it's nothing coming out the back.
Brother raised a good point.
It's true. No, but it's a beautiful thing. I cut out soda, I think, in 2002.
Yeah, I can't ever totally cut it out.
I drink a ginger ale once in a while.
Ginger ale is my thing. But I drink like 4 of them a day.
Well, that's not good for you. You're overindulging.
Right.
Taking a little too much. I'd rather have a cup of coffee, maybe 2 of them,
all I drink is water, and I'm like fattest one now. Like, I eat a lot of food.
I was sitting here talking about trying to get the fat. I was sitting here next to Tickle Bitty Brian.
I just, food is just so good. Like,
food is so good.
I love carbs. Like, I just, I can't not.
Spaghetti and bread.
I like it's just everything. I had pork egg foo young for like Chinese.
Sounds awesome.
Wonton soup, egg roll. I can't even like. Now I have
wonton soup.
I have marinara sauce.
Marinara. Wonton marinara.
And like she's here like talking about like these people training for fights.
I know these people gotta be like animals.
Like I'm getting new. Like she has all her tattoos. I'm getting new stretch marks. Now it's crazy.
I have the opposite problem. I cannot gain weight.
Can we trade?
Oh yeah, man, for a day I would love to. It's terrible. I've been trying for a while, And I talk about it all the time because it's a struggle. It's a daily, constant struggle for me, as it is for anybody else that's trying to lose weight.
I can tell you how to gain weight. You know,
I tried.
Domino's.
It's not a cheeseburger,
And I have
right?
been.
It's not
I
a
have-
cheeseburger.
It's not a cheeseburger.
No.
People always think
Midnight
cheeseburgers.
milkshakes. You drink a lot of milkshakes. That's what I do. I eat a
Milkshakes,
lot of
great.
ice cream. I eat a lot of
Ice
bread.
cream's
I eat a
awesome.
lot of protein stuff. I eat a lot. And I was 135 at one point, but that was when I left rehab and stopped drinking. Because when you're drinking, I was drinking and eating tons of shit. Just all the wrong stuff. I was eating Chinese food all the time.
That's us.
Wendy's.
And were you fat?
I was 135. I'm 110 now. 113 the most.
I'm like 3. Not really 3, but almost.
No, you don't look it well.
I'm like 2.
You wear it well.
I'm like 2 of you.
You wear it well.
No.
There goes the cheerleader in me.
Yeah.
It's like,
See,
go
she's
you!
always fat.
You
She's
wear
always
it well.
Yeah. Look, somebody just said you're really fat though. No, I'm kidding.
She's not only a girl's corner,
Don't
she's
say
a boy's
that to
corner.
my new friend, Sarah. I'll come kick your ass. I'll eat on you.
Oh, it's funny.
It was funny. Because, you know.
See, like I fluctuate because like
I
in the beginning of the year, I was in a weight loss competition. I dropped like almost 40 pounds.
Okay.
And like I did everything. I went to the gym like every day. I ran.
He's
did
really adamant on it.
And I won. And like I did it all. And then at the end, I even did like the poly plunge that the MMA fighters do, and I lost. And I was looking good. I was feeling good, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back to eating.
I was like, can we eat yet? It's
Can we
over.
enjoy
Can
life
we eat
again,
now?
please?
Can you fucking eat with me? I'm sitting here being fat by myself.
I don't like dieting. I don't really believe in it. I don't believe in depriving yourself of anything.
Dieting and budgets is two
I mean-
things I suck at.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Hey, eating healthy is one thing, but you know, there's people that take it too hard. I can't. I mean, maybe I could if I had to.
This is like
I guess if I
my
had to.
normal normal intake for what I like to do. This is normal, I'd say. Like this is my norm, and like for me, like I have to like every time I want to be normal, like a normal like body size, I have to like completely just like go.
Who says what's normal? What
This is my like normal intake
Like
for
his
not
normal.
trying.
Oh, that's normal.
and
body.
not this is me just eating like
just normal.
not
Not
giving a
doing much
fuck,
of anything.
just eating
Like,
what
you know
I
what I
see.
mean. No, you're not doing much of anything, but like, as far as like, trying to not be normal.
See, Louis C.K. said the best. He goes,
I love him.
a lot of people eat till they're not hungry.
I love it. Yeah, there's a lot of people eat till they're full. I eat till I hate myself.
Yeah, he goes, who eats till they're full?
Shit.
I eat till I hate myself and I regret it.
Regret it the next day.
Yeah,
Like,
you
fuck
know,
my life. I
Like-
suck.
Yeah.
some people like eating, they're just like, that's just the amount of energy I need to fuel my day. And like, no, who does that?
I've had those days where like, you know, definitely eating too much and you just like instantly like, fuck, this is gonna be a terrible evening. You know,
Yeah.
you sit there and you're just
Yep.
like so
Why did I
full.
do
And you
that?
can't even move.
Yeah.
You can't. I do it to myself all
Yeah.
the time, and I'm a tiny person, so it's painful.
It's a fraction of the amount of food it
I
takes
don't
us to
cry
do
about
that.
it at all.
I gotta wear shorts.
I can eat a
next
lot for a little person, so.
What events you got coming up? What's on the horizon? What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I got actually this weekend I have a break for 2 days, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow I have off completely. On Friday I have the weigh-ins for Jackhammer Promotions, and that is going to be at Lily Flanagan's in Islip.
Iceland?
Yes,
No.
and then on Saturday we have Jackhammer Promotions fights at the Sons of Italy in Deer Park, and their
Gotcha.
after party is going to be at Lily Flanagan's, where they will be showing UFC 202, Conor McGregor,
Oh,
Conor
wow.
McGregor and Diaz too. Pretty excited about that. Very, very excited about that.
I might go to that. I'll go to that.
You should come. You guys should come. The fights are going to be great anyway. The Jackhammer is going to be fantastic. And Bobby Campbell throws a great event. I've been to one of his events. This is my second, and then he's having another one next weekend before the shutdown of
Awesome.
amateur MMA.
What?
And Fight Club champion in October, and ECF. I don't know when their next one is, but they'll have something soon coming up. And I know I've been talking to Friday Night Fights, which is Muay Thai tournaments. And I'm waiting for.
Just sounds fun to say.
It is Muay Thai
Muay
is
Thai.
great. Friday Night Fights.
That sounds like
I've talked to a couple
dish.
people, so I've got
No,
a lot
Muay
of
Thai is a
things.
drink.
Drink.
Muay
Right?
Thai is a drink.
And
yes.
Muay Thai is a drink.
Muay Thai.
And where do you go to
boxing.
fights? Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Muay.
Oh,
Muay
like
Thai,
Muay, very Thai.
Yeah, but
It's very
actually
Thai.
from Thailand. It's a style of fighting.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like to get drunk and fight. That's cool.
No, I don't drink.
No, shit, I'm saying.
Oh,
Sober girl. Yeah.
How long you been sober now?
8.5 years.
8.5 years. Shout out
This
to
month.
that.
8.5,
So what do you do for
actually.
fun?
Everything. Life is fun for me. I really.
I know,
it
if you don't
really
drink, what the hell are you
It
gonna do?
really is. I mean, like, I hang out with my friends. You know, I don't really play pool anymore because my arms are shot, but I do enjoy watching pool. I watch fights. That's a lot of fun for me. That's pretty much become a big part of my life right now. Concerts when I can. I'm a big music person. So, you know, I really just, I enjoy every day. I mean, what else can you do? You know, I used to be such a miserable bitch. I was literally the most miserable person you could have ever met in your entire life. And I was drunk all the time, and I was hammered on something, and it was just a horrible time. And it's like, okay, so now, you know, tenfold my life is better. So
Awesome.
I really can't complain about much. I mean, I have quarter of the use of my shoulders that I used to have.
Okay.
And I'm still walking around with a smile on my
And you
face.
still living life better than you ever was.
Better than most people are, you know.
Well, we're just about out of time. We'll just tell people how to get a hold of you.
You can find me on, well, my Facebook is at max for my friends, which sucks because your personal Facebook, you can only have 5,000 people on, which is ridiculous. But you can find me on Facebook, also on In the Girls Corner.
In the Girls Corner.
It's one of those like pages where, you know, I do actually answer messages on there, believe it or not. A lot of people don't. I do. I will, you know, conversate with you. You could also find me on Instagram, In the Girls Corner, and Kerry Stellar is my personal. You could find me on Twitter, ITGC blog. That is In the Girls Corner on Twitter, and Kerry Stellar, it's Stellar79 is my personal on Twitter.
Awesome.
I'm everywhere.
She's everywhere.
I'm
Kerry Stellar
all
In
over
the
the
Girls
place.
Corner. She's awesome. Bye-bye.
Brian Cadet, project99.org.
.org. That's a O-R-G. Mr. Lee West. MrLeeWest.com. StoryHound.com. LeighAlity TV on the YouTubes.
On the tubes.
On the tubes of you.
Tubes of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we love you. Each and every Wednesday we do this right here. Pieces. We love you all.
Reese's Pieces.
I was just going to say that, you bastard. You stole my line, Reese's Pieces.
Who was that? What did they say?
Amanda MCD.